and I did feet. Holy crap. So it was pretty cool. I don't know.
Don't ask him any more questions, because that was damn long. Anything else? Any other questions, or do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, I'll open the floor up now to anybody.
Let me tell you, I mean, like you said, everyone hopes that it's going to do great. Whenever you're an actor and you get any kind of role, you're just stoked. You're like, yeah! And especially if you're doing a feature film. And I think that we all knew, because Tom's been a legend for a long time, so, I mean, I knew I was stoked. I just think that the movie was a little bit ahead of its time. People didn't get it the way this crowd gets it now, you know? I mean, people get that we're making fun of a lot of stuff, and it's a movie to poke fun at a lot of things, but also there's some great effects, especially for that time period. I think really good stuff and great zombies. And, you know, zombie lovers love good zombie movies, and I think it's a good zombie movie.
Anyone else?
Raise your hands, guys. They're all itching to ask questions. Come on. You want one? Go.
How much would it cost to make this movie by today's standards?
About $400 or $500.
I have no idea.
It was
I'm sure I mean,
to get Tom Atkins is going to be $300 or $400.
Yeah, just me alone is $500. But how about the creeps in this? You know, they were little rubber wiggly things on fishing lines, and they would do reverse cuts and have them in somebody's mouth. They'd pull them out and reverse it and make it look like they were shooting in. So we did not have a lot of big special effects in this film. But we were talking earlier about what he originally asked, what we thought of the film. And I had no idea that there were so many fans out there wanting to see it until I went to the first one of these. And it was a HorrorHound too. And it was in Phoenix. And it was the first one I ever went to. It was awful. Nobody came because it was in Scottsdale. Well, they came. Honest to God, there were about maybe 200 people, if that, all weekend that came. But everyone that came asked, when's Night of the Creeps going to come out on DVD? Yeah. When's Night of the Creeps going to come out? When's it going to, how come I have to keep watching this bootleg bullshit? and I was stunned, really, by how many people, nobody cared about Halloween 3 and all that so much, but everybody really banged Night of the Creeps.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks to all of you guys that it is out on
Yeah.
truly.
I covered that before the movie started. I actually came in here when you guys weren't here. And I said, thank all you guys for making this come out on DVD. I just figured I'd point that out. Any other questions for Jill?
Throw your hands up, guys. Ask questions.
He was the same jack-off when we made the
But now he's old, and he's even worse. He's a little senile.
Was there intended homoeroticism between Chris and JC?
There's the queen bee right there. Let him speak. Let the queen talk.
The guy with the pink shirt just asked a question.
You know, here's what I say to that. Whether it was intended or not, you know, if people get something out of it and they watch it and it means something to them, then more power to them. You know, that's the way I look at it. But let me give it to the queen.
He looks good in heels. Come on!
He threatened to break my hip if I wasn't nice. He said he was going to throw me down don't break my head. That's true. No, but you know what? It's interesting because I heard that from a number of people. So, you know, did JC, my character, really love Chris in you know, not just in a friendship way? Was he enamored with him? Did he, you know, was there competition for his affections, you know, and all that kind of stuff? The fact is that in looking at the film, I don't know. It certainly wasn't. It wasn't something that we thought. It wasn't intentional, which is your question. It wasn't intentional. But the thing is, in looking at it, if it could be interpreted that way, yeah, it could actually. Yeah.
Well, then
Got one
where do I
question.
come in?
I don't think Fred purposely intended it in the writing, though.
No.
But their performances.
Do we need this? Can you guys hear us without this?
Yeah.
Everybody can hear in the back? I mean, we're pretty good at this.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I'm very loud. Right here.
Got one question.
Yeah, I got a question. Do y'all still stay in touch other than conventions?
We do now. We hadn't for years and years. You know, it's been a long time. Jill used to call a lot, but I wouldn't answer. But you know, since we did the DVD, it really brought us back together, and it really does not seem like we've been apart for that many years. I think it shocks all of us that it really was that many years ago. I know a lot of you guys like saw it when you were 4. And, you know, and I think that's cool, but it's just, you know, it's neat. You know, you have good friends when you spend a lot of time apart, you get back together. I'm sure anyone that has that can appreciate that. You know, we're good friends. It's good to be reacquainted.
So we created such a family while we were working as well.
Kids,
So,
we got like 2.
no, but we created, you know, such a family. We hung out all the time together. And then me and Jason went off to Germany to do another film together.
Did you get an invite for that?
Ghost Chase.
No,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you from the stranger. Does everyone see Jimmy Duval over the corner? Break the money!
So when we did see each other again, we were all so excited to go to Austin, and Fred had emailed me and said, would you like to be a part of the reunion? I'm like, yeah. And so when from the second we saw each other, it was right back to where we were before. And now they call me all the time, and I don't pick up Jason's phone.
She uses my material.
I think we all had a wonderful time in Austin. We went down there to do the extras and the commentary for the DVD and got to watch Fred's final cut. Don't you love the ending? I love the
Yes.
ending.
Yes.
Spaceship. Yeah.
We've never seen that ending.
But I hadn't seen the kids. Jason I saw once, but the other 2 I hadn't seen until I saw them out in Austin this last summer. And it was, man, we had just a wonderful time.
Yeah. I'll tell you, honestly, we hadn't talked in 23 years or 22 years or whatever it was since the.
But it was sure easy.
And I get a call about doing this DVD, and then all of a sudden my phone rings, and it's like some 818 number. I pick it up, and it says, so I was in the line the other day. I was in traffic, and I'm sitting at this light, right? And I go, who is this? It's Jason. So I'm in a light. I'm at the light, and this guy in front of me. I said, Jason Live. Yeah, Jason. Yeah. Can I finish my fucking story? And I said, Jason, I haven't spoken to you in 23 years, and this is how you start the conversation. And he says, I'm a low-maintenance friend. So that's honestly the relationship that we have. Literally, the moment we saw each other again, we're just pissing ourselves laughing and back to try to drive Tom crazy as much as possible.
A lot of people ask me, because like Tom, I didn't know. I was used to any kind of recognition from being Rusty. And that's like what people were like, Rusty, hello Rusty, you know, and a few years back, all of a sudden it became Chris Romero. I was like, what the hell? How are they seeing this? I didn't buy the movie to see it. And then I find out there's a whole following that are, people love Night of the Creeps. And people would ask, well, when are they going to get on DVD? When's it going to come out? I don't know. I have no idea. And a lot of people ask, well, if they do it on DVD, are they going to do a bunch of extra features? Are they going to do this? And I think that they really did a good job. I don't know who all's seen the whole thing, but they put in all the extras and all that thing. And we have Michael Felser, who just walked in, who put it together for me. Any other questions?
Going right here.
Yes.
Well, like you said, Night of the Creeps is really far ahead of its time, especially for a movie that was made back in 1980, was it 5, I think, 84, something in that area.
Yeah.
So what was your opinion when you first read the script and you actually got a chance to go and audition for it?
Who are you asking, me?
Just everybody.
All of us? You know, I had initially read for JC, and I thought that was a really, I thought that was a really challenging role, you know, because when I wasn't good enough to get the role of JC the cripple. And then, but now that
Dies
I see
4 minutes into the
yeah,
film.
when I see how fast he dies, I'm like, woo! Damn, I'm glad I didn't get that. But I was like, you know, like I said earlier, when you're an actor in LA and there's so much competition, I mean, you're happy to get any kind of job, but especially to get a feature film that's got a decent budget, that's got people behind it, and you're like, all right, you read the script, you're like, man, that sounds like a lot of fun. And it was, you know, I mean, because, you know, you're going to be dealing with zombies, and I'm reading in there shotguns and flamethrowers. Sign me up.
Yeah. I have a question. I got a question I gotta ask.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask because I'm like a really big fan of this movie. It's really, really cool. I just wanted to ask a question of each of you that I haven't ever asked before. Mr. Atkins, what's your favorite pasta?
I just had it yesterday, shrimp scampi. I did. I just had it yesterday because my two sisters, my brother, God rest his soul, is dead. But
It was good.
hey, serious fucking guy. They took me to lunch for my birthday, and we all three of us had shrimp scampi at Mitchell's in Pittsburgh. It was really great.
That's the best answer for a bullshit question I've ever said. So, Stephen Marshall, I want to ask you, red vines or Twizzlers?
He's Canadian, don't get your hopes up.
Nibs.
You picked the third option.
You know what the nibs are?
Yeah, I know those. I'll let those.
All right. But you know what? The red vine for sure for me.
Jill, I have a question. What was wrong with your hair in Weird Science?
Stop it.
You really are asking this
I'm gonna get my
question.
flames
I never got yes.
She put it on a hand on a Tesla coil.
Electric shock?
It looked like her. It was 1985, so I guess
Yeah,
that's
it
okay.
was the 80s, babe.
Oh, I can't wait for yours.
Roll.
Jason, this question I really wanted to ask for once. Who won the World Series in 1988?
One of my all-time favorite teams, the Atlanta Braves.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Let's just answer committed and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Atlanta Braves! And that was a hell of a game.
All right, from now on, the Atlanta Braves.
All right.
Who did win?
I should have been filming this for the DVD.
Yeah.
Ridiculous questions. Thank you guys very much for my bullshit.
Thanks, Michael.
And one here.